Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. This is your girl again, Folakemi, and the name of my channel is Folakemi Atos. You're welcome back. If this is your first time of joining me, welcome to the family. It is a big family. I vlog about faith, food, relationship and travels, and I would like you to just subscribe to my channel and possible hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Don't be left behind. Don't be left behind. And I would also want you to give me thumbs up if you like what I'm doing and share my post. Thank you so much. For those of you who keeps coming back, I so much appreciate you. I can't even thank you enough. You have done so much. You have been encouraging me. For those people that have been dropping beautiful, encouraging comments in the comment section, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know that we can do more together, and I so much appreciate you. Like I told you, I have so many things I'm going to do before the end of the year, so don't be left behind. Don't be left behind. First come, first serve. Yeah, first come, first serve. I want to reward my faithful subscribers. I know you don't want to be left behind. Yeah, today I still want to talk about relationship. You know, I told you I'm so passionate about relationship. And today, I want to talk about foolish things, silly things, mistakes we make when we're in courtship. A lot of us will make a lot of mistakes when we're in courtship. And if you don't correct it, and if you're not careful, and if you don't address it, it affects the whole relationship. By the time eventually we get married, it affects our relationship. So I want to talk about some of the stupid mistakes, let me not use that word stupid, some of the silly mistakes we make when we are in courtship. Now the first one is sharing our naked pictures. I'm gonna link in one video that was posted by one of my sister in YouTube, Obodoyinbo. She talks about a woman who was she was in not really a courtship, but she was going out with a guy, and they were exchanging naked pictures of themselves. I don't know, maybe it's a lady that was exchanging her naked pictures, and at the end of the day, the guy wanted to blackmail her by posting those pictures. Thank God that the guy was apprehended. If not, it could have been a different story. You don't have to make that mistake. Why will you do that, for God's sake? Why will you share naked pictures of yourself just because you're in love? That is stupid. That is silly. It doesn't show you love yourself. What if eventually you did not get married? What if you did not end up together? What if the phone is stolen and someone picked it? We are living in a digital world. Your phone can be used, memories can be taken and be used to do a lot of things. So you have to be careful. Don't do that. So the second point I want to raise is that don't ever leave your family behind when you are in a relationship. What do I mean by that? Don't think you don't need your family. Don't because you have a partner, because you're in a relationship, you're so much in love, and you don't carry your family along. You have to be careful. In fact, that is when you need your family. If they tell you something, you don't have to take everything, but weigh whatever they tell you and take the one that is good for you. But don't neglect your family. I know so many people, just because they're in a relationship, their family doesn't mean anything to them. You're making a very big mistake. Some people even do it to the fact that they don't even carry their parents along because they feel, my parent doesn't know. Even if you think that they might not support that relationship, still carry them along because you don't know. Sometimes what our parents see, we don't see it. They see far because they have the experience. So don't just throw whatever they have to tell you away. Wait, reason with them. Why didn't you like this guy? Why don't you like this lady? You guys should reason together, but don't neglect them. Don't abandon them. Don't feel that you don't need them. That is the time you need them. Because when you are married, you don't need so much. You don't need to, you get so attached to your parent. But when you are in a relationship, please carry them along. A lot of people make mistake of abandoning their family, their brothers, their sisters. They don't want to see anyone just because they are in a relationship. You don't have to be foolish about this. Of course, you're in love. Of course, you're going to spend the rest of your life together. But that doesn't mean that you should abandon your family. Carry them along. Sometimes the advice matters. Sometimes they might have one link or the other with the guy or with the lady that you don't know. So don't just throw it away. Carry them along. It's going to help you. That is the second point. Don't give too much so soon. Have some things to keep. Yeah. Don't give too much of yourself. You know what I mean? You should know what I mean. Don't give too much of yourself too soon. Especially we ladies. Don't think giving yourself to the man every time. Anytime you make demand and you're always there. That is what quantify your love. No. Men will always make demands. They will always make demands. Don't give yourself away. Have some dignity. Keep yourself. Keep yourself. Let me tell you, if you like, give yourself to a man 3 times a day, 24/7, a week. If he's gonna cheat on you, he's gonna cheat on you. If he's not gonna marry you, he's not gonna marry you. So don't give too much of yourself. Zip up. Yes, zip up. Learn it. You are not married. Learn to. Don't give too much of yourself. Make that mistake. Oh, the more I give to him, the more he's gonna love me. No. If he's gonna love you, he's gonna love you. If he's not gonna love you, even if you like, do it. Every minute is still gonna leave you. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Men will always demand. It is not left for you. It is now your choice to know how to give and when not to give. I won't say too much about that, but I hope you get my point. Another very important point is define your relationship at the beginning of the relationship. Don't make assumption. Don't assume that the person is taken to the altar when the person is only having a fling. Don't think this man so much love me that I know he's gonna marry me. He might not be thinking of marriage. Maybe he's just thinking of, he just wants a friend, a companion to just talk with. So right from the beginning, don't wait. Sometimes we make that mistake. We just put too much of assumption into the relationship. Oh, he loves me. I'm sure he just is planning to marry me. Who told you? Sit down and talk. Sit and talk about it. What plans do you have for me? Do you know it's possible for you to have a plan with a man and a woman and they will still let you down? How much more when you don't even have a plan? So you need to talk. So even at the end of the day, if things doesn't work out, you don't look stupid. You know that you talk about this, but it never worked. Instead of you to just be assuming that, oh, this man loves me, he's gonna marry me one day, this woman loves me, I'm sure, because he's doing all this for me, because he's always in my house, because we go together to so many places, because he's doing this for me, because no, don't assume. Define the relationship right from the beginning. Talk. What are we doing together? Is this going to be a long-term thing or just a short term? I don't want anybody to waste my time. And I don't want to waste yours either. Don't waste anybody's time. So talk about it. Don't just base your relationship on assumption. Define your relationship right from the beginning. Don't make the mistake of just overlooking things and said, I know he loves me. Even though he doesn't say it, I know he's going to marry me. Even if he doesn't say it, you don't know his mind. If he's not asking you, talk. Most of we women, especially African women, we shy away from this because it's not our culture to ask a man, do you want to marry me? It's not in our culture. You want the man to propose. If the man is wasting your time, ask him, what plans do you have for me? Of course, some men will say, oh, she's pressurizing me. Pressurize him if you have to. Give him pressure if you have to. Don't allow anybody to waste your time. What are you doing in a relationship of 5, 6, 7 years? What are you finding out? What are you still looking for? So if you have to give him pressure, please do give him pressure. What plans do you have for this relationship? Don't just base it on assumption. Define your relationship. Where is this thing heading to? Is this for real or for play? So if it's for play, you know how to package yourself. If it's for real, you also know how to package yourself. Don't joke with that. It is very important. Many ladies make that mistake of assuming that the guy wants to marry them when a man doesn't even think of marriage. So don't ever make that mistake while in courtship. Define your relationship right from the beginning so that even if you have to stay for 5, 6 years in courtship, you know where you're heading to. But there's no point of staying in long relationship. At the end of the day, the man will tell you, well, I never think of marrying you. I never have intention of marrying you. I just want us to be friends. And your whole life, 6 years wasted, thinking that this man wants to marry me. So please, right from time, make sure you define your relationship. Know where your relationship is heading towards. Another thing I want to tell you is this. Don't make yourself too available. Don't make yourself always available. I'm not saying you should play hard to find or hard to chase, or you're trying to play games, no. But enjoy your own company. Enjoy your own space. That is why I said, have your own time for yourself. Don't be too dependent on him. Don't be too dependent on her that you cannot do anything. You want to go for shopping? I have to call my boyfriend. You want to go for this? I have to call my girlfriend. Do it yourself. You can do it yourself. Don't make yourself as if your life will not exist if you don't go out with this person. Be confident about yourself. You need to carry yourself in such a way that let he or she be the one running after you. Don't make yourself too available. Don't turn yourself to a maid. You are not a maid. You are not married. You're always in his house, washing his clothes, doing his laundry, doing the dishes, cooking. You are not, that is not why you're in a relationship. You are in a relationship to study yourself. Many of us will make that mistake. We're thinking that we're trying to kind of warm our way into his heart by cooking, by cleaning his stuff. No. If you don't stop that now, if you eventually get married, it's going to take it for granted. You've been doing it, so you can continue doing it. It is not your job. It is not your job. If you want to help, that is okay. But don't make yourself available every time you're always there. Don't you have your own job? Look for a job. Do something. It's not every time you must go out together. Enjoy your own company. Enjoy your own company. Give yourself time to think. Give yourself time to pray. Give yourself time to think about your relationship. If you're always together, most of the time, you will not have time to think. You will not have time to weigh the relationship. So give yourself time. Don't be too available. That is a risk. That is a very big risk. Sometimes we'll make that mistake. Thinking, oh, because she's my boy, because she's my girlfriend, I must always be with her. Who told you? Because he's my boyfriend, I must always be in his house. No. Have your own space. Take care of yourself. The next point is Don't take unnecessary risk. Don't take risk that doesn't worth it. Remember, you are still in a relationship. You are not married yet. Even if you're married, you don't have to take risk that will kill you. Don't take some kind of risk that you know is going to affect your life. Like for instance, you're going out with a guy and you gave him you open up everything about your savings, your family's savings, your family's wealth. You gave him too much of information about yourself. Keep some things to yourself. I'm not saying you should hide things, but there are some things you don't have to open up when you're in a relationship, especially when the relationship is still very fresh. Don't give too much information about yourself, about your family, about your work, about your ATM, about your PIN. Reserve some to yourself. That is your private stuff. Learn to be in charge of yourself. Don't be too interdependent. Don't be too dependent on him or her. That, okay, if she doesn't do this for me, I can do it. You can live your life with or without her. You can live your life with or without him. So don't let him be like a deciding factor in your life. Make decisions yourself. Don't take unnecessary risk with him. Don't take unnecessary risk with her. You have to be very careful. So many people have given so much information when they're in courtship that they are paying for it right now. Point, you can't retrieve those informations back and they're going to use it against you. So be careful. There are some things you should share, but there are some things you should keep to yourself until you are sure this is the person I'm going to marry. Don't give so much information. Don't take unnecessary risk with a person. Don't put your life at risk. The last point I'm going to make here is don't base your relationship on material things. Don't give unnecessary demands, flamboyant demands just because you are in a relationship. Don't ask the man what you think he cannot afford just because you want to test his love. The man can try to give you whatever he wants just to get you. It doesn't mean that he loves you. So don't mistake giving of things or material things or wealth or whatever that it's a yardstick for you to use to measure love. Don't use it. A man can go and steal just to get you. I'm sure you're not going to want to marry a robber. No. And he's going to get you and he's going to deal with you. Because you force him to do what he's not supposed to do just because he wants to get you. So don't make unnecessary demands. Don't base your relationship on because you give me this, that is when I'm going to give you this. Relationship is all about giving. You should give, and it should be give and take. But don't base your relationship, don't base everything on unnecessary demands, on material things. If you don't give me some certain amount of money, don't ever come to see me again. If he doesn't have today, what if he has tomorrow? And just because of silly mistake, you miss the man that's supposed to be your husband, or you miss the woman that's supposed to be your wife. Don't base your relationship on material things. Stop making unnecessary demands. If he cannot give you, it's all right. If she cannot give you, that's okay. Life doesn't end. Keep on moving. Don't put yourself too cheap just because you need some certain amount of money, just because you need certain amount of things. Your life is worth much more than that. Lastly, don't hide anything from each other. When I say don't hide anything, don't try to pretend. Be free. Don't try to make up what you are not. Be free. Don't pretend. If you have any problem, share it with each other. Share. as much as possible. Just be truthful, be faithful, be real, be yourself. Don't try to be another person. If she wants to accept you, let her accept you the way you are. Don't try to be what you're not. Don't. Of course, there's room for improvement. If you know you are not meeting up with his or her standard, you can try to improve yourself. That is okay, but don't pretend. Be yourself. Be yourself, because you're going to be together forever. And you cannot pretend forever. You can't. I hope you're going to listen and learn from what I've shared with you. If you have so many other things that you want to share with me, please share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Drop your comments. I would love to see it. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe and to share my post if you like what I'm doing. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscription is free. You don't have to pay anything. Thank you so much. See you in my next one. Bye.